What is going on, Facebook? Happy freaking Thursday. I'm going to get Instagram going now. We're checking connection, making sure Wi-Fi is stable. What's going on, Instagram? Happy freaking Thursday. I hope you guys on Facebook, on Instagram, just tuning in, are having the best Thursday of your whole life. We went out mahi fishing, guys. We left the channel today at 7:45. Took us about an hour and 10, 15 minutes to get to our spot. We took our 27-foot hurricane deck boat out 30 miles. Got to see some really cool, amazing scenery. We were in a pod of like 3,000 dolphins. They were all jumping near our boat, and then we came back in. We caught 5 keeper mahi. So we had a really good day on the water. Tomorrow's our last day down here in the Florida Keys and Marathon. So super excited to be down here, getting some good quality family time. If you guys are just tuning in to today's episode 116 on the Relentless Life podcast, we're going to be talking about eating and eating with intention, and why specifically this is so important when referencing your fitness goals. You know, a big reason why, so many of you, so many people. What's going on, Mom? What's going on, babe? Happy freaking Thursday. Good to see you guys in here from like freaking 30 feet away. Super awesome. Love the support. Let's fucking go. But as I was saying, guys, eating with intention is, I'm not going to get into today. I'm not going to get into the topic until we obviously start the podcast, but eating with intention is something I've noticed a lot of my clients struggled with prior to coming into the program. And, I was just kind of telling my guys this in our private group chat, and that's, you can have any meal plan, you can have any workout plan, but if you don't do it with intention and you don't have some source of accountability and it, like I said, referencing intention, then nothing you do is really going to matter, because you're not actually doing it full force. You're not doing it with a reason. That comes back to having a why. Why is it that you're so wanting, and you have that desire to gain 15 pounds of muscle mass? Like, yeah, it would be nice to look good, but like, what is looking good going to do for you? You have to go deeper than that. You have to have some sort of intention with, if I gain 15 pounds of muscle mass, well, I'm going to be more confident. If I'm more confident, I'm going to be able to show up as a leader for my children, or show up, more for my colleagues at work. Like, you have to have a deeper reason, and that all stems from having intention in what we do. And today, guys, we're going to be talking specifically about what's going on, Sab. What's going on, Peanut? We got the whole fam in here, baby. Let's freaking go. But guys, specifically today, we're going to be talking about having the intention with eating and certain eating habits. And, we're going to kind of brief a few things here. I'm going to wait for a few of my clients, usually Brendan and Steven, like to pop in here. Gabriel, what is going on, brother? I need to see you soon. It has been at least a couple weeks since I have freshened my hair, and I am definitely due. I'll be home not this weekend, but the following weekend. So I'll definitely hit you up. I hope that you're in town. So guys, if you're just tuning in, I want you guys to tag 2 or 3 people that need to hear today's message about eating with intention. Like, if you know personally, like a friend, a family member, a work colleague, a gym buddy, somebody that is currently trying to gain weight or even lose weight, and, they've struggled with acquiring this fitness goal, acquiring this body or this mindset for a very long time. And it's probably because, they have not been eating with intention. They're usually the person to go into the fridge at, 10 o'clock at night and have a quick sweet snack before they go to bed, because they're craving something and they're not thinking of their goals, and they're not eating with intention. They're just eating based off of pleasure and based off of a short-term feeling. And that's what we're going to get in a little bit today. And Mom, if you're still in here, I know that, you're going to probably laugh at this, but, you've struggled with this for a while. A lot, and many people do. Most people do struggle with that, you're eating for that short term. You're eating for that quick pleasure. You're not eating for the intention of getting healthier, for the intention of not acquiring diabetes, of not acquiring certain chronic illnesses, right? Of becoming insulin resistant, right? Like, these are all things that are very negative on our health and can be prevented absolutely with the way that we eat. And, it makes me very sad that our government and that, our healthcare system is not doing their job effectively enough, because if they were, we would not have millions of people sick and dying and, at the ages that they are, if they were doing their job correctly and teaching people about proper health, like actual health guidelines of like what is actually healthy, what is actually nutritionally dense, what is actually going to allow you to maintain lean muscle, what is actually going to allow you to keep off that excess 20 pounds of belly fat, and there's studies done that the more belly fat that you have, the more likely it is that you're going to be insulin resistant, the more likely it is that you're going to be able to develop type 2 diabetes as you age throughout life. And these are all things that are very detrimental on our health. So I don't see Steven in here. I don't see Brennan here. I don't see any of the guys. We're just going to have to catch the replay. So definitely drop some fire, guys, in the comments below if you're excited for today's training. There he is, Brendan, my man. I was waiting for you, brother. I was waiting. I just saw you in our private men's group. So I was waiting for you to hop in here. But tag Brennan, if you don't mind, tag Steven, tag some of the other guys in our community. I want more and more of our guys in our private community to be on these live streams. I know this week it's been kind of funky with me being on vacation. The times have been kind of array. They haven't been exactly consistent. So tag some of the boys, tag some of the guys that you're friends with here on Instagram. If you guys are just tuning in on Facebook, if you're on the replay, make sure you guys hashtag or write replay in the comments below so I know you guys are here and you're getting some value from today's episode. So tag some people. Let's freaking go. Let's talk about, guys, eating with intention. We're going live in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on the Relentless Life podcast. I'm your host, your boy. It's Coach Chance in the building, and I'm super fired up, guys, for today's episode. We were out on the water for 8 hours today. We slayed the mahi, had a really good experience, made some good family memories, and it was a great day, guys. We got one day left in the Keys, and I'm super fired up for tomorrow. Super fired up to get back to the grind, guys. And today on episode 116, we're talking about eating with intention. We got some people here on Instagram. Let's freaking go, baby. Drop some fire if you guys are fucking excited to be alive today. Dave the man, what's going on, brother? Peace. How you fucking doing? Much love, much respect. Let's fucking get it. So, guys, eating with intention. I was just telling everybody on the live stream prior to getting this podcast started and kicked off. Eating with intention. If you guys, first of all, if you guys have a health goal or you have a fitness goal or you just want to live a longer, healthier, happier life, right? You have to understand, and I'm going to get real with you guys for a second because it took me a little while to understand this myself. You have to understand that what we put into our bodies is hands down the most important thing that we can do for our health. When we can monitor the foods that we're putting into our mouths and that we're ingesting multiple times a day, that food feeds not just us on a macro level, but it feeds our cells. We have over 4 trillion cells that makes up the human body and the human mind. And when you feed these cells nutritionally dense foods or fuel, your organs, your body, your bloodstream, everything functions at an optimal level. However, on the contrary to that, the converse of that, when you feed your body things that the human body doesn't get along with and that the body and mind doesn't thrive on, problems begin to arise because now you're creating nutritional deficiencies. You're not getting the proper hydration or vitamin and mineral nutritional density that your body is supposed to get to thrive and to be optimal. Rather, now you're being suboptimal because you're creating all these nutritional voids after years and years and years of not eating with intention. And now you're 40 years old, you're 50 years old, and now you have type 2 diabetes or you're pre-diabetic or you randomly developed a autoimmune disease when it didn't run in your genes and you just developed it because you ate like shit for the last 30 years. And that's the person I'm speaking to right now. I'm trying to speak to the person who's still in their 20s, who's still in their 30s. Even if you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, it's not too late. But I'm trying to catch the people that have not waited too long and have not had 20, 30 years of eating the wrong foods and not giving their bodies the right nutrition, and tell you that if you can start today, not tomorrow, but right now, put down the donut, put down the cereal, put down the crap that you're putting in your body and start to feed and fuel your body with things that are going to make you thrive, things that are going to make you not only look optimal, look good, but also feel good and feel like who you're supposed to be, you're going to be on a whole new level. Your energy is going to go through the roof. Your mood, you're going to be happy most of the time. Your depression is going to plummet. Your anxiety is going to plummet. And this is just eating, guys. We're not even talking about the prolonged health benefits of exercise and cardiovascular, induced exercise and what that can do on the mind and the body. We're just discussing nutrition right now. And I want you guys to know that when you have the understanding and the mental capacity and the mental awareness to have intention when you go and you eat throughout your day, after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, you're going to see such a drastic change. You're going to form these habits and you're going to stop accumulating these cravings, right? These cravings. Evan, what's going on, brother? Hope you're having the best day ever. You're going to stop accumulating these cravings because now your body knows your gut bacteria, right, down to the microcellular level. Your gut bacteria, your microbiome is now saying, feed me things that I can thrive on. All of those bad gut bacteria that are sending the signal via your vagus nerve. There's a nerve called the vagus nerve that goes from our gut all the way to our brains. There's actually theories out there that state that our gut actually evolved prior to our brains. And then the gut said, well, we need a central nervous system to kind of guide us and lead us throughout, evolution. It's trippy stuff, but I'm just saying that's the importance of the gut is that there's literally theories that the gut evolved prior to our minds. And guys, I'm not going to get too deep, too in depth with detail here, but I'm just trying to let you guys know that is the importance, the role that this section of our body plays. And when we put shit into our body and we feed these billions or millions, whatever the number is, of bacteria, over time, we're gonna be festering with bad gut bacteria. And then those bad gut bacteria, they have a mind of their own. They're going to start to say, feed me more shit, feed me more donuts, feed me more pancakes with syrup, feed me more sugar, right? They're going to want that more and more and more. Feed me more seed oils, greasy foods, right? All of this stuff that is not going to allow us to play at an optimal level. And this is the kind of stuff that I try to teach my clients. I say, listen, here's your animal-based meal plan, right? This is what I want you to eat. But what I tell them is if you stray away from that, a meal here, a meal there, or you kind of do your own thing and you take my meals and you kind of make your own thing out of it, that's fine. You don't have to stick to the blueprint entirely. Steven, what's going on, boss man? Happy freaking Thursday. So glad to see you're here. But guys, Steven will say this, Brendan will say this, if those guys are still on this Instagram live stream right now. When you have a meal, you have a blueprint, you have a meal plan, and you're following it. It's about having the intention on eating the right foods, not about eating this meal at this time, this meal at this time. It's not about that. And if you have a fitness coach that's telling you that, unless you're trying to compete or get on stage, yes, then time matters. But if you have a fitness coach that is saying you have to eat this meal exactly this time, this meal exactly, he's lying to you. He's trying to get your money. And that's not what I do with my program. I'm trying to give you guys the blueprint and saying, look, as long as you eat with intention, as long as you have the mental capacity and awareness to say, okay, as long as I can start to eat foods that are going to give my gut bacteria what they need to thrive and to crave only the good foods that are going to give me that energy, give me that enhanced mood, not increase my chances of getting certain mental health conditions or certain autoimmune diseases, lower that chance. We got 8 people in here. Let's freaking go, guys. I'm stoked. I'm fired up. Let's go. This is awesome. Let's freaking go. Guys, let me see some fire in the comments below if you guys are feeling this right now. If you guys are feeling this topic of eating with intention, if you're somebody that doesn't always eat with intention, I want to see a me in the comments. I want to see who's honest on this live stream. I know who's in here. I know who's in this live stream. I want to see a me if you guys either can relate to this or at one point in your journey, in your health journey, you relate to this. I'm going to say me. I for a long time did. And guys, even to this day, sometimes, if there's something like last night, I'm going to be completely honest and open with you guys right now. I'm going to be completely honest. My mom, and mom, if you're still in here, you can vouch for me. My mom made some homemade macaroni, baked macaroni. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had a little bit of that. I'm on vacation. Yes, I could use that as an excuse. Yes, but it was there. I was hungry. I'm burning a lot of calories every day. Did I stray from my diet a little bit? Yeah. But guess what? I got up at 4:45 this morning. I did my meditation. I did my morning routine, touched base with all my clients. I prepped 16 ounces of grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef, mixed in a mango and a banana. I had a great meal to start my day. I ate pretty well for the rest of the day, had fruit, had a couple beef sticks. I stuck to my script. I ate with intention. You fall off, but then you come back and you eat with your intention. And you know, I am aware that this food is not optimal for my gut, but I'm going to eat it anyways because I'm going to treat myself. But as long as you're aware that that is not what I do, but I'm going to do it anyways, you are in control of making that decision. Your gut is not in control. Your mind, guys, you want to get in your mind and say, I am in control. I am in control of making that decision. Because when you're in control, and when you can say I am in control, to say no to that dessert, to say no to that food, it's just like anything else. It's just like anything else in life, right? People who are addicted to porn. Like, guys, I'm open with this kind of stuff. I say this all the time. People who are addicted to porn, and I'm not saying this is bad, but it can be very toxic. People who are addicted to trauma or toxic relationships, right? People who are addicted to drugs or to alcohol or to food, right? We're talking about food today. Food is a real thing. People cope with their stress, anxiety, depression, and lack of self-respect or confidence with food. And you have these addictions and you can't seem to let these addictions go, and you can't seem like it's okay to have a drink now and then, but be in control of having that drink. Be in control of hitting a joint every once in a while if that's what you need to relax yourself, right? Guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, I've done all of that stuff, okay? I've done all of it. I'm not perfect. I'm a coach. I'm a fitness dude. I'm a fitness professional, but I'm not perfect. I've done all of that shit just like most of you have probably done too, right? Do I do it in excess amounts? No. Do I do it all that often? Hell no. Have I done it? Yes. Will I maybe do it in the future? Probably yes. But guys, when you have the intention, and we're speaking about eating right now, when you have the intention to be in control of making that decision, you win. When you have the intention of making the decision, you win. I want to see it in the comments, Steven and Brendan, specifically you guys. Anybody else follow along? This is a good training here. When you have the intention to make the decision, you win. Say it one more time. When you have the intention to make the decision, I'm saying this is my intent. I'm going to make this decision and I'm aware of it. I win. Even if it's the wrong decision, I'm aware of it and I see it's the wrong decision. And I'm okay because I know the consequences of eating that food is going to make my stomach upset. And that's okay. But now you know how you feel. Your mind is clear enough to process, I ate a donut and now I'm gassy. Okay, maybe I won't eat donuts anymore. Too many of you are so freaking clogged from eating shit all the time that your mind isn't able to actually process what's making you feel shitty in the first place. Maybe if you cleaned up your diet and started eating with intention, right? Started eating with intention, then you would start to take control of your health, take control of your body and your life, because now you're seeing what's affecting you, right? You're literally seeing, okay, I ate this, didn't feel good from it. Let me not eat that. Let me eat this. Felt pretty good from it. Slept pretty good. Was in a pretty good mood. Energy levels, 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Felt good in the gym, right? Had good energy. My strength was pretty good. I hit a 225 bench for 6 reps. Never really did that. Like, you can start to understand, right? You can start to understand what that food has done for you, what it's doing for you. And that is my main goal with my clients. That's my main goal with you, Steven. That's my main goal with you, Brendan. And to any of my other guys in here watching this live on the replay, watching this podcast on the replay, that is my goal when you join my program, when you come into my community, when you come into this brotherhood, is to really teach you not to follow a meal plan, meal by meal, maybe at first for the first 4, 8, 12, even 16 weeks. But when you get the gist and you stay in the program, because it's a brotherhood and it's really hard to leave when you have this support network and this system of hype, of motivation, and doing it alone, guys, is the reason why a lot of people really fall off in the first place. When you can do that, you see that it's not that hard. And you see that when you have the intention to eat the right foods, your fitness goals really aren't that far away. That 15 pounds of lean muscle is not that far away. You just have to have intention with the foods that you decide to eat. You just have to have the intention. I'm going to come down here a little bit. You just have to have the intention of getting up 30 minutes earlier so you can prep, coffee. So you can prep your meals throughout the day, right? Like if I get up at 5:30, that's too late for me. I still have to do my morning routine and respond to clients, do all my stuff before I start my day. Then I don't get breakfast. So, okay, I need to get up at 5 o'clock so that I can cook my ground beef, make my animal-based smoothie, prep my snacks for the day, and I'm good to go. Now my day starts at 5:30 a.m. and I'm solid. I have my meals prepped. So you have to make the time. You have to set the time with that intention. Let me see some fire if you guys are following along with me. Let me see some fire, guys, if this is making sense, if what I'm saying about eating with intention is making sense to somebody. Let me see that this message is resonating with somebody tonight on this podcast. It's weird, guys. It's 7:32. I never go this late. I'm going to read some comments real quick. It's amazing the changes I made with my body with the right foods and nutrition. Absolutely, Steven. Brendan said, food is fuel. Just need to make sure we get the right kinds of fuel. Amen. Mom, I love that you're in here. Absolutely. This is awesome. He grabbed one straight from, you were responding to my boy. Got some bugs. It was so cool. Lobstering. I love it. Yeah, guys, lobstering down here is so awesome. It does stink. I know I'm getting off topic here, but mini season obviously is a time to be down here with bugging, with lobstering, whatever you want to call it. And this is our second time being down here after mini season. The other time was in October. We got a few bugs. We got, I think, 7, but it's nothing like, they're plucked through. All the pots are out. And obviously you Floridians, you guys who have been down to the Keys, you know what I'm talking about. Like they run through them and it's like, it's so hard to find them because like they're just ran through and they're sporadic. So anyways, guys, that's the gist really of today's episode. As long as you guys can from today's episode, what you can take from it is when you make the decision, when you say, I have the intent, I want to see this in the comments one more time. I have the intention to make the decision, let me start over. When I have the intention to make the decision, I win. When I have the intention to make my decision or make the decision, I win, guys. And the reason why you win is because you're in control of that decision. You're not letting that food call your name and you're just getting sucked to it. Like it's like your guys, a lot of you guys are like a fucking magnet to food. Like that's what it's like. A lot of you guys are fucking magnets to not only food, but to pornography or to toxic relationships or to working a job that you absolutely despise. You guys are magnet to negativity. You're a magnet to a life that you fucking hate living. And it's because you're not putting your goals, your health, your fitness, your life goals first. You're not prioritizing that. You're not hiring a mentor. You're not surrounding yourself with positive people. You're not putting yourself out there. And it's because you don't have the intention and you're being attracted to that negativity. You're being attracted to those toxic people, to the inability to set the intention. So guys, set the fucking intention. Be in control of Brendan, of Renee, of Jake, of Kate, of Savannah, of Steven. Be in control of you. You can only control your actions. You can only control your intention. So every day what I like to do is I wake up. Recently I haven't been doing this, but I need to get back to doing it. I wake up and what I like to do is I go and look at myself in the mirror after my cold shower. Obviously with Kate sleeping, I have to be kind of quiet, but I like to do this. Sushi time. Yes, Mom, I'm almost done. I look at myself in the mirror and I say what I want to be. I say the intention that I want to set for my day. I set the intention. I say, I'm going to have the best damn day of my entire life. I am the mother effing one, right? I got yelled at recently by you, Mom, for cursing too much, so I'm not going to go there. I am the mother effing one, right? I am a great coach. I am the best coach. I serve the hell out of my clients. My clients get results every single day. I'm changing lives, right? Like I say the things that apply to me and my goals that I want to set that intention for that day. And you guys, you need to set the intention. If you struggle with eating, with bad eating habits, you need to set that intention. First fucking thing that you do in the morning is wake up, take your cold shower, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I will eat with intention today. And I want you to say it 5 to 10 times every single morning for the next 14 to 28 days, the next 2 to 4 weeks. And then message me after 4 weeks, after a full month has gone by, and now your eating habits are going to be better. Now you're going to say, Chance, damn, dude, thank you so much for that live for episode 116. I didn't realize I wasn't setting the intention, dude. So I'd love to hear from somebody in the next 14 to 28 days when you realize all I had to do this whole time was set the intention to eat better. And now I feel good, I look good, and I finally got my life back. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you feel you guys got some value, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast app. All you have to do is type in The Relentless Life with Chance Galloway. Scroll all the way down to ratings and reviews. Click the ratings and reviews button. Leave a review. That helps us get this message to more people as possible. Also, if you guys want screenshot, whether you're on Facebook or on Instagram, screenshot your screen. Post your number 1 or 2 biggest takeaways from today's episode, from episode 116. Tag me at Chance Galloway Fitness so I see you guys got some value, and post that up on your Facebook or your Instagram stories. I love you guys so much. Much love, much respect. This was an awesome episode. I love getting on here, spitting some facts, whatever you guys want to call it, and just being real with you guys. So I hope you have the best rest of your Thursday night of your entire life, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on the podcast. Last one of the week. Much love, much respect. Peace. Guys, good freaking podcast. That was awesome. Brendan, my man, I will eat with intention today, tomorrow, and furthermore. I love it. Guys, that is it. That is all. Eat with intention. Be a fucking savage. Don't stop until you acquire those goals, and then set new goals, guys. There is no real mountain peak. There is no real finish line. There is no real final destination. It is about the journey. It is about the progress. It's about enjoying the present moment, not being worried about the past, not being worried about what's to come, but focusing on the now. Have the best Thursday night of your entire life, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.